back to Kamikaze Collecting. Today I'm going to be talking about my 3 Iron Fist figures that I have here. I have one from the Toy Biz and I have 2 from Hasbro. They actually make this one, the Toy Biz, in green, which I have here, obviously. They have a white suit and they have a red suit. I do not have the white or the red in package or loose, but just happened to find a pretty good deal on this one, and it happened to have the fire accessories, the flame accessories with it. It took me a little bit to figure out how to get these actually on the hands, because I've never seen them actually on the figure, nor have I seen them with the figure in general as many times as I've actually seen this figure loose. I actually do not even have him. Yes, I do not have him in package. Pretty interesting how Toy Biz did these. They do have the ab crunch to them. And it has a kind of a, alright, knock one of those off. Almost a mini butterfly joint. Has a ball joint for the shoulder. Has a bicep swivel. Has the double elbow. This actually has like a forearm swivel, which I don't know how many Toy Biz figures actually do that. And it has where the hand can actually do this. So it's like a knuckle pivot, I guess you can call it, and then it has a wrist pivot. So I guess instead of, because these are not a peg joint where you can take the hands in and out, that's I'm guessing why they did the kind of a forearm pivot about where like my bracelet's at, maybe a little bit higher up. Let's see if I can remember how this actually was on here. These little accessories are quite interesting. Took me a while to figure out how to put them on the figure initially. They don't have to be perfect. I mean, I always put them a little bit different on this side, because like I say, I don't remember how that was even on there, but I'll leave it off for right now. And then of course the other arm does the same, has the flame accessory, has a ball joint in the kind of the crotch area, does have the upper leg, the bicep swivel, has a double knee joint, has a kind of like a mid-calf swivel, and it has your basic like up and down foot motion, and it actually has a toe joint. Toy Biz definitely has some interesting figures. I mean, the articulations probably close to Hasbro on some figures. Some of them, it just isn't quite the same, I guess you could say, in a sense. Some of them are better, some of them are worse. I guess just really probably depending on the figure, I would assume. I mean, it's nice that this one can actually get some decent posing and things like that if you choose to actually pose it. There, I actually got that back on there. Actually, I had to put his thumb through that hole. I forgot about that. But that is the first one from Toy Biz. So I don't have the other 2 to show you. And then I think this was the, I believe the first one Hasbro did, if I remember correct. I'm not sure if it actually has the, if these actually have any kind of numbers or dates on them. It actually has a butterfly joint, so you can actually reach a little bit farther back or forward than most of your legends that are even this size. I know some of the Spider-Man figures actually have this butterfly joint as the bicep swivel, double elbow. It has the, I was talking about how that one doesn't have the peg. These actually go in with these. That's what actually allows you to change the hands out. I do not have the extra hands for this one out. I think it comes with sort of a grabbing hand, and then it has, I think, a fist and maybe like a, I believe it's called a knife hand. I think comes with this figure. It's been a while since I've looked at the accessories for this. It does have the ball joint for the crotch, not for the crotch, but at the crotch for the legs. Has the double knee. Has the, does not have a cat swivel. It kind of looks like it where this line, the color change would be at, but there's actually no pivot there at all. And you just have your up and down on the foot. It actually has the ab crunch. See, that's it for this white suit one. Like I say, I think this is the first one Hasbro did. There could be some earlier ones that I don't have, that I don't know about. And I have this green suit here. So later Hasbro. Has these flame accessories that come off. It actually has his hands glowing. And it actually has ones that are also fist, but his hands actually wrapped in like a, more like, I guess, a gauze bandage type material. Of course, if you have these on, you can't see what the hands are, so I just left the glowing hands on it since it goes with the effects. And you basically just line up the fists and just pop those right on. It doesn't click or anything, you just have to make sure you just at least put your thumb, you know, at the shoulder, not the shoulder, I said that, the elbow, to make sure you're not like pushing really hard against it and break something. That way you're, you know, kind of getting a firm grip on it, but you don't want to push too hard as well. He also has the butterfly joint like the white suit. I feel like this one definitely has more range, so he can actually reach back pretty far. So at least he gets a good swing at somebody, not that he really needs to. I mean, that's a nice little effect you can have on it, like he's reaching back to hit somebody even harder than normal. It does have the shoulder ball, the double elbow, and of course the way these are, these pegs are, at least with this figure, yes, it actually comes off at a different point. It's not just the hand. Let's tie these out. It's the hand and part of the forearm that comes off for this figure. So you actually take more of the arm out versus just the hand, which of course these hands do not pivot. So yeah, a lot of your legends that do have swappable hands, it's basically comes out at the wrist and not this far up. I'm not sure why they actually made this one come out so far up the arm instead of coming out just at the hand. Never really put any thought into that. So to me, it's not really to hold the weight of this, because these really don't weigh that much. I don't know if it goes more with his abilities, that his part of his forearm glows or something like that, and not just the fist, even though he's called Iron Fist. But it's not bad. I mean, those pegs are a little bit hard to take out, especially if you haven't taken them out in a while. But yeah, he has the ab crunch, just like the previous two. He does not have the ball. So the newer ones do not have the ball joint right here, kind of at the crotch area. It's more of like a, I guess, got like a D shape part of the thigh. It does have the upper thigh pivot. Mine are very tight because I really don't mess with mine that much. I basically just put them in a display case and leave them alone unless I move them around or something like that. Does have the double knee joint, no cap swivel on here. Just has the basic up and down motion for the feet. So yeah, tell the body sizes are different as well. This one's definitely a bigger build than this one. I do like the look of both of them. It would be interesting to have this version with this coloring, to have, you know, basically put these two figures together and make another one of these, which I could possibly do a custom of that if I can get around to it. I've still got like 3 other ones going on right now, but I do like the kind of the gold look on this one, where this is more of the comic. It's yellow and not bad as well. I like both of them, but it'd be nice to get the other 2 versions of this figure. I don't know if, I know the red one is not supposed to be Danny. I can't remember that one's actual name, and I can't remember if the white one, the white outfit, is supposed to be Danny as well or not. I don't read a lot of Iron Fist or anything like that. That's actually my dad's favorite character, along with Luke Cage. So yeah. That's the 3 that I have there. So hopefully, like I say, I can find the other 2 versions of the Toy Biz figure. Sometimes you can find them, sometimes you can't. Just depends on where you go. Sometimes you can find them at conventions. Sometimes local comic shops will have them. So you might get lucky and hopefully find them. But thank you guys for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment down below. Hit the bell. Subscribe. Have a good one.